we just put environment and workspace here. And unlike with ArcMap, we're going to close the Python window. It does not eliminate the code. Moreover, using clear or clear all removes the code from Python window, but the code that has already been run is still in memory. For example, once we import ArcPy and set the workspace, we do not have to do it again in the same ArcMap session if these lines of code are no longer visible. So the exist function returns a Boolean value. There are several other ArcPy functions that are not geoprocessing tools, and some of them are used later in our video. So one function in particular is a useful shortcut for getting the syntax of ArcPy functions is the usage function. So right now we're going to try it. So we will type argpy dot usage and then clip analysis. Oopsies. And then we're going to click enter. So now the result gave us is clip analysis in feature, clip feature, out feature class, and cluster tolerance. So remember to call geoprocessing tools using a toolbox alliance. Calling a tool only by name will produce an error. Now we're going to do is we're going to run the arcpy. Oh, I didn't select arcpy dot usage and then clip hit enter. So the result is U method clip not found, choices method clip not unique, please use toolbox name tool name. And then this usage function applies to all ArcPy functions and not just geoprocessing tools. We're going to run the following code. That will be ArcPy usage. Exit. And then the result is exit dataset, data type, Boolean, and then in check if a data element exists. Exists is a function and not a tool, so it doesn't require a toolbox alliance name as the clip tool does. In addition to function, ArcPy also contains a number of classes. Classes are often used as shortcuts to complete tool parameters. We already become familiar with using the environment class to set environment properties. Another commonly used class is the spatial reference class. So in ArcMap, we're going to drag the hospital layer shapefile, hospital, and to the map contents. And the spatial reference is missing. So we will click next, click OK first, and then we will use define projection tool to fix it. And then the syntax for the define projection tool will be define projection underscore management and then in underscore data set coordinate system. Oopsies. In dataset, let me call define projection management in dataset coordinate system. Define projection management. Alright. So projection file equals, oopsies, equals, give my path name, and slash facilities PRJ. Hit enter. Spatial reference equals ArcPy dot spatial reference and project file. Hit enter. Something is wrong. PRJ file. That's fine. Spatial reference. ArcPy. Let's see. String. Runtime error. Let's see. ArcPy. Nothing wrong. Spatial. REF. Reference. ArcPy. Facilities. PRJ. Project file. Okay. Let's see what's the issue here. Going to pull this code out again. Oopsies. Project file. Okay, this is fine. And then spatial reference ArcPy. Spatial reference project file. Spatial reference. Spatial reference. Spatial reference is a spatial reference. Spatial underscore reference. And equals to ArcPy. Spatial reference. Spatial reference. Project file. Project file. There. Isn't it 2 underscores instead of just 1? Alright, so let's back up a little bit. So ArcPy usage exists. Alright. This one is fine. Spatial. Something wrong with here. Alright, so let's see, what's the issue here? If not, let's try ArcPy. Let's define management, and we will have hospitals, and then spatial reference. Spatial reference equals to ArcPy. ArcPy, we have spatial there. Project file. And now our spatial reference object cannot run, and something wrong is here, so we will have to see what's the issue. Oh, let's remove this first. Remove, and it doesn't have to. We need to fix the hospital. Alright, so we don't do anything. We will just, if I don't click OK, let's remove it first, and then we will change it. Okay, let's call project file. Okay, this one is fine. And then we have a spatial underscore reference equals ArcPy spatial references and PRJ project file. Okay. Spatial reference. Let's see, spatial reference. Parsing error, invalid syntax line 1. Alright. We cannot use